and welcome to the Phoenix Wellness Coaching Our Menopause Our Way blog. Today I want to tackle the tricky and sensitive subject of weight gain and the menopause. So how many times have you heard the phrase middle-aged spread used? I'm guessing it's hundreds of times. And sadly, I'm here to say middle-aged spread is not a myth. It does happen. It's part of the natural aging process, and it particularly happens to women as they hit the menopause. So why does that happen? So let's just recap. Throughout our fertile years, the hormones progesterone and estrogen are really active in our bodies. They support our bodies for that important task of childbearing, childbirth and child rearing. But as we reach the menopause, our ovaries and our adrenal glands start to reduce the output and the production of those hormones, and that naturally has an impact on our bodies. So for instance, progesterone is responsible for the increase in our metabolic rate in preparation for pregnancy. So when that hormone starts to reduce during menopause, it follows that our metabolic rate changes. It slows down and we're less able to burn the calories in the same way as we used to. Estrogen is really important and is responsible for our skin's elasticity, our coordination, our balance, bone density and our moods. So as that hormone starts to reduce, it's not a surprise that we start to feel raised anxiety and worry levels and experience mood swings. Balance is a really interesting one, as I've noticed that holding a balance pose during yoga has become much more difficult now than it ever used to be. And also, let's think about the number of elderly people who suffer falls and then fractures because of reduced bone density. So it follows, as these hormones change, so does our minds and our bodies. That's a natural thing to happen. So we're less able to burn calories in the way we used to. We're more likely to store sugar from our food as fat around our middles. We tend to have a problem with water retention and feeling bloated. And we're less inclined to exercise. And when we do, we find that actually we can't exercise for as long or as well as we used to. All of this conspires together to mean that we put on weight. Yes, we find ourselves suffering with middle-aged spread. For women, we may notice very slowly that our hourglass figures have suddenly morphed into apple shapes. And this can have a really big impact on the way that we feel. We can become unhappy. We can find that our self-image and our self-esteem starts to take a dip. And that's not surprising. We become withdrawn because we just don't recognise our bodies as our own anymore. But what I'm saying here is that whilst that happens, it doesn't have to be that way. There are some short, simple lifestyle changes that we can make now that will actually mean that we can thrive through the menopause and power our way through our midlives and into the rest of our lives. So the first hack I want to talk about is diet. No, don't go on a diet. Simply look at your diet now. Look at what you're eating. Try to eat a healthy, balanced diet, cutting down on those processed, high sugar and high salt content foods. Even look at the toxins and the things that you're putting into your body that may well have an impact on your metabolic rate. And at the same time, think about exercise. Again, I'm not encouraging you to join a gym and become an exercise fanatic. Just move your body every day. Think about taking up walking. I did. I walk outside. It's fantastic for my health, for my bones, and it's also very, very good for my mental health and to help me to cope with mood swings. Those are just two very simple things you can do that mean that you can have a fantastic, magnificent midlife. You can thrive through the menopause, and also you're doing wonders for your body for the rest of your lives so that you can have a fantastic rest of your life. For more information and ideas to support you through the menopause, do head to my website or think about joining my Facebook community. This is a great community of midlife women who support and help one another. If you enjoyed this blog, then do subscribe and remember to click the bell sign on the blog so that you can actually be notified when I'm coming on here again. Pleasure talking to you, and I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.